defensive teams tonight, Doris. Is that due to talent, scheme, or hustle, or what do you attribute it to?
I think, Kevin, you just named the three things that are prerequisites to being a great defensive unit. Number one, you have got to have individual talent that is suited athletically to guard. Number two, you've got to have a great scheme that the coach has put in position. How are you guarding the pick and roll? Do you want a top lock? Do you want to get out and challenge? Are you switching the pick and roll? And a lot of that comes down to, do you want to be great? Are you going to lay it all out there? Are you going to sacrifice your body? All of those things are a necessity.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Jones. He's out there with Jimmy Butler. Robinson is out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's none in at the one. Walker finds Tatum. Here's Tice. 20 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
Here's none. Following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Hayward against Butler. Adebayo, high post. Good ball movement here by Miami. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Butler. It's rebounded by Tice. Butler's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. To the paint. Here's Walker. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. Walker's got his second basket of the night.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate Nice.
Here's none. They had an 18-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. Butler against Hayward. Unloads from 13. They get it back. Jones. Can't get it to fall.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Tatum's shot is off. Here's Butler. Off target at the rim.
I'll tell you, rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
Here's Walker. Some solid defense from Butler.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good hit.
Darshan, Bachu, hello. Per last Taurin Laster, hello. First, second Taurin Laster. To like and comment, okay. Thank you, Taurin Laster. Thank you guys for your like and comments. Please consider to subscribe also. Thank you very much. I really appreciate. Thank you guys for supporting my channel. Oh, thank you so much for the sub, Darshan Bachu. Ramiro Rizano, hello. Welcome to Castle. Yes, thank you, Barshan, Bachu. Thank you for visiting this channel. Thank you very much. Enjoy your class.
This gives us the chance to view the best three-point shooting teams this season. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. Number one, the Heat.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
Here's Nunn. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That's his first foul. Now, here's Butler. And in the game with Charlotte, he did not play well.
Really having a difficult time getting anything to fall.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Eric Spoelstra gave me a few minutes to catch up. They've dropped the first two meetings against the Celtics this year, but are hoping to avoid another loss. Coach said in those losses we weren't ready for how they switch on defense, and the looks we were used to just weren't there for us. This time we have a better idea of the shots we're looking for. Well, they know what they'll be looking for. We'll see if that's enough, guys.
All right, David, thanks. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire.
Ramil Rosano, hindi natin alam kung sino mananalo ngayon. Sunod na laban nila. Kasi dikit ang laban pareho. Pero malamang magiging 2-2 yan ang score.
to Tice. Chipped away. Stolen by Robinson. Jones in the post. Guarded by Tatum.
Really improving as a defender. Jason Tatum has those long arms to read the
Giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's none. Guarded by Walker. 14 feet away. Good as the jump shot falls.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop. And it's Butler with the jam.
I'll tell you, you better protect the basketball around Jimmy Butler. The anticipation skills, he'll pick it clean from you.
Walker the pass to Brown. Three-pointer. Hayward. No good on that one. And the Heat going the other way now. There's the lob to the hoop. And Adebayo throws it down.
I'll tell you, that's a pretty pass from Jimmy Butler, and you've got to have special vision to make it.
Celtics leading by 10. Walker dishes to Hayward. Pass to Tice. Inside. Brown. Good. Brown's got 10 points in the game.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Now here's Butler. 6 points for him. Pocket 6. Back to Robinson. From deep three-point range. And Tatum pulls it down. He kicks to Walker. Pass to Tice. Back to Walker. Left side Tatum. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. And it's 8 points for Jason Tatum.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Nunn passes to Robinson. Butler on the wing. Guarded by Tatum. And there's another one for the Heat.
Well, plenty of firepower in Jimmy Butler's game. His jump shot, just one of the ways he can hurt you.
And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
Cantor's checked in for Daniel Tice. That's good from Kemba Walker. You've always been wowed by the athleticism in the NBA, but it seems to be becoming even more athletic. And certain guys get it done, Doris, in different ways.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of examples, Kev, of guys who don't have or are not blessed with incredible athleticism, but who have found a way to be successful. Nikola Jokic is a first-team NBA player who plays very much below the rim. And then you look at certain shooters who can affect the game. J.J. Redick. He is impossible to guard because he's one constant stream of movement. So, listen, if you have great skill for your position without athleticism, you can still find a way to have a job in this NBA.
Here's Dragic. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Adebayo finds Crowder. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Jason Tatum. And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder, a sturdy two-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
First free throw is good. And Jay Crowder ends every post with the hashtag, "It all started in the driveway." Doris, he knows just how far he's come.
No doubt. Jay Crowder said back then he was always the youngest guy on the court with no fouls called. That is how you develop into a competitor.
And both free throws good from Crowder.
I just have so much respect for how Jay Crowder plays the game. This guy works so hard for every single minute he's out there, and you love seeing that.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And that's now 17 points for Kemba Walker. Rockets the pass to Adebayo. Crowder against Tatum. Shot by Crowder, no good.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Here's Brown. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Dragic. From about 16, rebound Boston. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Hayward outside. Offline with his 3. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. It's the Celtics. They finish off the first quarter with a 13-4 run. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Tough nose Jimmy Butler talks about the mantle of being a franchise player.
Call me a leader, all-star, whatever you want to call it, but with that comes a lot of, some people call it pressure, but a lot of responsibility is what I call it. Every night you got to show up. You have to be productive. You have to show guys even when you're hurt, you can still play. Even when you're tired, you got to go out there and do what you're supposed to do. It's fun to me. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
And that's what he worked for. And he works as hard as anyone, Greg, in the NBA.
And you see that competitiveness and desire in his play.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Celtics here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Walker and Smart, the guards. Tatum and Cantor together down low. And it's Brown in at small forward. That's the Boston 5. Here's Hero. He dishes it to Iguodala. Here's Dragic from outside. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Goran Dragic.
Boy, you have got to appreciate how hard Jaylen Brown goes. Amazing how he gets defenders to foul him when he's going up with his shot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And you look at Jaylen Brown, the 3rd pick back in 2016. Doris, tantalizing strength and athleticism.
Well, the absolute definition of a perfect basketball body. Excellent first step. For him, it's all about aggressiveness. Bringing those tools to bear in terms of your basketball skill.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career and what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder.
Thanks, Kev.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school. I'll do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. Walker finds Canner. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Got a piece of it, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Friday, the New York Knicks coming to town, tipping off a homestand for them. And then on Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
And looking at the Bucks matchup, I think this squad has the confidence that they can play to their strengths against them. And even though they're going after the #1 team right now in our league, they feel they can get the W.
Really left alone that time. And that's now 11 points for Jason Tatum.
Now, this guy's so good at making great decisions. Jason Tatum on the catch and shoot. That's nice.
Up top, Dragic, guarded by Tatum. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
Free throw missing. Well, you look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
Good on the second free throw.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Brown finds Smart. Got a hand on it.
For that rejection. At 7 feet, that length comes in handy.
The Heat trail by 19. Now Dragic, 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. Brown against Iguodala. Back to Olynyk. And the dunk by Olynyk.
What a great look by Andre Iguodala. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
Walker the pass to Cannon. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. 13 feet away. Cantor. And Cantor able to finish. And the Celtics lead by 19.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Dragic kicks to Olynyk. Iguodala against Brown.
Well, all good things must come to an end. Iguodala was shipped out from the Warriors last year to clear room for D'Angelo Russell. Traded to the Grizzlies to make room for the Warriors in the Russell deal. Ultimately, I think we'll have a great legacy for his time with Golden State.
Free throw drops for Iguodala.
And the Celtics looking to bounce back and make another deep playoff run.
And I think, Greg, they certainly have the talent to do it. This is a team that remains on the upswing. They have draft picks and assets. I think they are well positioned for the future.
And Iguodala drops them both. And with Andre Iguodala, he doesn't give you 20 points tonight like he once did, Greg, but he still shows up when you need him.
Iggy can still hit the switch, so to speak, and go back to his all-star level of play for stretches. I mean, the numbers don't jump out at you, but he is so valuable during big games, particularly in the postseason.
Here's Dragic. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Dragic finds Olynyk. Hooked away. Walker taking his time here. From 10 feet out, and Tatum the bucket on the assist by Walker. Walker's got assist number 5 here tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Hero. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
There's the pass to Tatum. Shoots over Crowder. Almost, but it rolls out. The Heat trail by 19. Outside Dragic. Pass to Hero. Now here's Crowder. Iguodala right side. Olynyk trying to break loose. Iguodala, no good. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Iguodala with the bucket. Iguodala's got 6 points.
Well, you love that Andre Iguodala seems to relish an opportunity to have contact and have to finish anyway.
Now, here's Walker. He's got 19. Over Dragic. Walker's shot is off.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Makes it off the glass.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Smart dishes to Tatum. Passes it to Cannon. And here's Smart from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Smart's got his first 3 points of the game.
Look, Kev, it's great seeing Marcus Smart drain these perimeter jump shots. You know he's put in the time to let that offense become a natural part of his game.
Here's Hero. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Iguodala against Brown. Here's Dragic. Walker with some nice D. Celtics leading by 18. Oh, Tatum in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Wow, how about the long arms and the timing of Jason Tatum on the alley-oop? Nice.
Hero passes to Crowder. Here's Hero. He's covered by Brown. Here's Hero. Over Smart. Hero, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And finished off by Brown.
You know, this is the very definition of feeling it. Jaylen Brown taking smart shots and playing perfectly within the team schemes.
Now here's Dragic. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Crowder, the pass to Dragic. To end the run. He's off on that one. Excellent D from Cantor.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And the Heat call time here. A lot of switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint, and you see the way Doris offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think number one, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient. Because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
That's a good way to look at it. Some changes here for the Celtics. Williams comes in for Cantor, and Gordon Hayward is subbed in for Marcus Smart. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Here's Nunn. Dishes it to Butler. Over Hayward. And it's Butler missing. Boston's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down. Wow, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
Here's Hero. He's covered by Brown. Here's Hero. Trying to end the drought, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Nunn. Kicks to Butler. Tatum. Miami no good on that time either.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Here's Nunn. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
1:56 left to play here in the half. 11 feet away. The shot, no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Hero passes to Butler. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Butler. He's got 8. Count it.
Wow, very close to a potential and one. Butler converting through contact.
Now here's Walker. Defense right on him. The shot by Hayward, wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Hayward's got 5 points in the quarter. For the Celtics, they come into this one following a loss to Milwaukee. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Brad Wanamaker's checked in for Walker. And Miami also making a switch. Robinson's checked in. 36 seconds left now here in the second. Here's none. They get it back. Adebayo. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
To me, Greg, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Now here's Williams. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Wanamaker gets it to go.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Brown wide open. He fires. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, to me, that's excellent timing from Jaylen Brown. He shoots with confidence, knowing his teammates trust him.
And so it's Boston going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, you're in a good position here at the break. What do you tell your team to make sure they don't let up?
Well, I don't think it's about letting up or playing better, or it's just playing the right way. We just have to play good basketball. And we talked about it before the game. That's our goal going into the game. That doesn't change no matter what the score is. So that'll be the discussion at halftime.
Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It was all Jason Tatum in the first quarter. He had 23 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
You can see working out with Kobe Bryant has been great for Jason Tatum. A better ball handler now, able to create space off the dribble. He looked like an old pro in the first half.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. You know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Adebayo is out there with Jones. Then it's Robinson. And there's Jimmy Butler. And it's none in at the point.
Well, the confidence that Jimmy Butler displays on a nightly basis is awesome. This guy, as an interior scorer, is a force.
Here's Brown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. The Heat shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today.
And the Celtics last season mourning the passing of the great John Havlicek.
You know, Greg, he spent his entire career with the Celtics. He won 8 titles along the way. He was known as one of the great competitors and a class individual. His legacy undoubtedly will live on.
And you look at Jimmy Butler. Goes about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw, good Butler. And great when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today. How high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
Now here's Hayward. Brown outside. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's Nunn, guarded by Walker. Here's Nunn, just 5 to shoot. The kick outside to Butler, over Hayward. Butler, no good. Boston's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Hayward can't hit.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
And Walker kicks to Tice. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, you know that Jason Tatum can score from any area on the floor. It's got to be a scary sight when this guy starts to get rolling.
Here's Nunn. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Jason Tatum. The Heat have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Both good from the line that time. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Brown finds Tice. Outside, Walker. A baseline jam. And again, it's Boston converting.
And that is how he rolls. A prolific scorer. Walker's been calling his own number tonight.
Here's Nunn, guarded by Tatum. Nunn, that's good. Nunn's got 4 points now in the quarter. Celtics have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And it's Brown that time on the assist by Walker. 26 points for Jaylen Brown.
Oh, how about Jaylen Brown showing us his touchdown low. Skilled at getting high percentage shots in the paint.
Back to Robinson. Nice shot from the wing. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. Pass to Tice. Brown against Robinson. Brown the pass to Tice. Hayward on the wing. 5 points in the game. Just 4 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. There's Walker with the 3. His 15th try is a miss. Now 9 for 15 from the floor. To the middle. Banked in off the glass. Butler's got 17 now. The Celtics have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's Walker. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. For Miami, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Here's Nunn, guarded by Walker. Nunn passes to Adebayo. Some nice ball movement here by the Jones that time. 8 points for him.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Walker against Butler. They double team Walker, and it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Let's go to our 2K leader. He's the NBA's Swiss Army knife. Big man who give you a little bit of everything, including assists. These are the best passing centers and power forwards since the All-Star break. Fourth, Bam Adebayo.
It takes a tremendous feel for the game to be able to make the passes these big guys are capable of making out of the low post.
A feel for the game and terrific court vision. There's not an angle or an open teammate that they won't spot and find right away. The simple little draw and dish play is elevated to an art form by that group.
Now, here is Robinson. Back to Jones. Second shot opportunity. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Brown. Outside, Walker. To the inside, Hayward. And Hayward with the stuff.
Well, just great recognition from Hayward. Shows his vertical to finish that pass.
Nunn passes to Butler. And it's good for 2. Butler's got 9 points in the quarter.
And he found a soft spot in the D on that possession.
Outside, Walker. They double team Walker. The pass to Tice. Tatum kicks to Walker. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Walker's got 23 points.
And the Celtics, Brad Stevens, one of the youngest head coaches in the league and also one of the more respected.
And Greg, I was surprised that he didn't get any Coach of the Year votes 2 seasons ago. Think about it. The Celtics overcame injury to make the Eastern Conference Finals. Last season, he admitted his most trying in the 12 years as a coach. Boy, he is looking to get them on track.
Here's Walker after the Heat pick up 2. Here's Hayward. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. 9 points for Gordon Hayward.
Well, Gordon Hayward has an interior game that is solid. He's outstanding using his height and his touch on the interior.
Here's Nunn. 8 points for him. And Butler gets it to go.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
The Celtics have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. And it's Brown missing.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
It's starting to look like a repeat of last night, guys. He's battling really hard out there.
Oh, he sure is. I mean, these past 2 games, his energy level has been sensational. Whether it's a putback like that or other hustle plays, he's been everywhere.
And we all know Walker can score, but he's also terrific at finding his teammates.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. His 3-pointers off the mark. Boston's got fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And it's Brown missing.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Here's Nunn, guarded by Walker. High, arcing shot. Nunn can't get it to fall. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. 3-pointer. Hayward drills the 3-pointer. Hayward's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Nunn passes to Butler, and it's Adebayo in the corner. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Celtics going the other way now. And the dunk by Brown.
I'll tell you, when Brown is running like that, it's hard to stop him. This guy is superb at beating defenders up the floor.
Nunn passes to Jones. Deep 2 from Robinson. That one's off, still out of sync.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
But
2:37 left to play in the third. Brown, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. CELTICS. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Marcus Smart comes in for Jason Tatum. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. And Brown drops them both. 1:52 left in the third. Dragic with it. Stolen by Hayward. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
You know, guys, fast break points right now in their favor, and they're really pushing the tempo.
Well, Gordon Hayward obviously still working his way back to peak form. Let's remember, this guy was an all-star in 2017. We know he can be a franchise guy.
Now here's Butler. He's got 25.
So he can spot the open man.
And here's Dragic. The dish now to Iguodala. Outside Butler. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Boy, I love to watch Jimmy Butler work in the post. High activity level, hard not to foul that guy.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Shoot 2.
Free throw, good Butler.
Even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Williams, he's checked in for Boston. And so Butler nails both of them.
Well, you simply must respect the intelligence and all-around skill of Jimmy Butler. This guy has become elite on both ends of the floor, and he's done it by putting in the work.
Wanamaker lays it up and banks it in.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Outside Dragic. Pass to Butler. Dragic looking for an opening from the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. Smart passes to Wanamaker. Off target from outside. And so it's the Boston Celtics sitting at a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this. Chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And you know, you can always
guard position. That's the Boston 5. Now here's Williams. Olynyk with the steal. Here's Iguodala. Williams with the block. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And he banks in the layup. Dragic has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Miami. And so Green will bring it up for Boston. Of course, here's something kind of interesting. There's been a lot of talk about moving the draft to after free agency. What would that look like?
Well, I think talent is always going to be at a premium. So I would think if there's a guy that's the absolute definitive number one pick, he's going number one regardless of roster construction. But the reality is it might help those teams who maybe if they know who's on the roster, it might change the kind of draft selection they would make. So it's an interesting supposition. We'll see if the NBA moves in that direction. I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end. What I love about Marcus Smart is every single trip up the floor, this guy is going to be in your grill, and it cannot be a pleasant experience to have this man guarding you.
First one drops. And that defensive pressure of Smart will wear you down, Doors, over the course of a game.
Kevin, it takes its toll because his combination of athleticism, strength, and motor makes him an absolute monster on the defensive end.
And so, Smart.
Hello, Kaden Fox.
Edwards to the paint. He makes it look easy, taking it home with one hand. That is the lead in the paper. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Certainly rotate over and challenge.
Here's a good effort. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got the ball over night in the game. Edwards passes to Wanamaker. Outside Williams. Mr. Edwards. Just fouled on the corner. He's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. So he gets them both. Just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 5 minutes gone in the fourth quarter. Robbins the pass right. Outside Trinic. In from Iguodala. Williams with the blue. They recover it. Here's Wanamaker. Kept alive. Here's Green. Now the pass to Edwards. And the foul on the shot clock. And they hand the Jays 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Here's Trinic. Makes it off the glass. Trinic has got 4 points this one. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for Boston. Pass to Williams. Over in the corner, Williams. Outside, Green. Rebound by Olynyk.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Iguodala outside. Lets it go with a 3. But they'll get another chance.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the board.
Here's Dragic. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Wanamaker. Rebound by the Heat. Olynyk's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, the athleticism and speed gets Andre Iguodala to the rack, and then the strength of frame to absorb the hit. Beautiful.
Shoot 2. First one falls for him.
Well, the veteran leadership, the unselfish attitude, and the versatility of Andre Iguodala, to me, this guy is excellent at whatever is asked of him.
And Iguodala drops them both. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Here's Edwards, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Heroes checked in for Andre Iguodala. Here's Wanamaker. To the inside. Williams up and in on the layup. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Miami's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Nunn. Goes up the baseline, and the shot goes in.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
So it's Boston now, following the score by Miami. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And he's good on the second. The Heat have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Here's Hero. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Wanamaker, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Here's Nunn. And the foul called on Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
The Heat making a switch here. Crowder's checked in. Passes it to Hero. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Here's Wanamaker. Pass to Edwards. Shoots over Crowder. Edwards can't hit. Miami's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. The kick out to Hill. Miami again turning it over.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Here's Wanamaker. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's Nunn. Edwards defending.
Shoot 2.
Gentry checked in for Robert Williams. And Shemi Ojeley's subbed in for Williams. The Heat also with the sub. Olynyk checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Here's Wanamaker. And there's the pass to Edwards. Fires from 18. And no good. And it's Miami the other way. Pass to Nunn. It's stolen by Edwards. It's hauled in by the Heat. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Passes it to Nunn. 3-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper.
You love that this guy doesn't get down on himself after a rough first half. Keep your composure and keep grinding.
Wanamaker the pass to Cantor. Out to the right wing. Pass to Green. There's the 3. Rebound by Olynyk. The Heat have gone only 6 of 14 to the field in the fourth. Here's Hero to the middle. Nunn, that's good. Nunn's got 15 points here in the second half.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Wanamaker the pass to Cantor. Here's Ojeley. And the pass to Wanamaker. Fires at the elbow. Here's Cantor. And just miss after miss right now. For Miami, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. Olynyk the pass to Nunn. The kick out to Hill. Fires from deep. The shot will not fall.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Cantor, the pass to Wanamaker. Now, here's Cantor. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Williams is checked in for Brad Wanamaker. Andre Iguodala is checked in for the Heat. Here's Nunn. Edwards defending. .124 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Nunn. Sweet little floater. Nunn's got 11 points in the quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Boston.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season. And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Jason Tatum.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Now, here's Cantor. Outside, Green. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Iguodala with the steal. Plenty of space. Green with the rebound. Now Cantor. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Here with Gordon Hayward. Gordon, great effort for you guys tonight. You get the win.
We did. We guarded it.
Yes guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much, all of you guys. Good night. Bye bye.